back to Pillar Sports. It's your boy Manny, and I'm here to be talking about West Ham versus Manchester United tomorrow on Sunday. This is a battle of underachievers. And I say that because Manchester United and West Ham were one of the top, and I say this in tongue in cheek, one of the top sides when it comes to the summer transfer window. The amount of players that those two teams brought in, the amount of expectations that those teams were coming into this season was truly remarkable. And for them to be in the second half off the table. I'm telling you, it is so bad that you have to scroll to the next page to see Manchester United and West Ham. That is why this is the battle of underachievers. This is the battle of underachievers. It truly is. It truly is. Manchester United are 12th place in the Premier League and West Ham United are 15th. You are looking at 3 points in between both teams, and that is not where both teams will want to end up. Today we are looking at West Ham. Let's start with West Ham because West Ham, oh, I just got muzzle proof. That was such a nasty one. West Ham absolutely have underwhelmed, especially at home. They have lost no, not two, three games at home. I think it's one to Chelsea, one to Aston Villa, and one other person. But this is three games at home that they have lost 0 points from three in games at home. So you basically look at that and you can see that they are a vulnerable side at home. Once the bubbles start going, they absolutely start popping and not knowing where they are. Oh my God, I'm having muzzle pulls everywhere. Even my freaking torso have muzzle pulls right now. However, let's get back into the game. Manchester United are going to be facing a side that is weakened because their best player, Mohamed Kudus, has been red carded and he's suspended for the foolishness he did against Tottenham. And he's going to be suspended for this game. And you also have one of the best strikers that I thought last season that was playing for Borussia Dortmund, Frukuc. Frukuc is going to be absent too in this game due to injuries. He's not yet on the field. He's not yet training with the team. I don't think so. So he's not going to be playing in this game. However, we are looking at Somerville, Antonio, and Bowen on that style of the field in terms of them attacking Manchester United. So we're looking at strength, we're looking at speed, and we're looking at cunning and ability to be able to punish Manchester United or to for us to be able to defend against. So this is quite the important part of Manchester United and West Ham. It is a game that could take Manchester United 3 points into the first half of the season because we have to be looking up in the air. But this is also as important because we are looking at managers that are both under pressure. And I know Lopetegui is not under pressure as much as Eric Ten Hag because Eric Ten Hag has spent this is his third year, and Lopetegui, this is just his first year starting as West Ham manager. However, West Ham do look clueless. They look clueless on what they want to do. They look clueless on what team, or they look clueless on what team they have. What is the identity of West Ham? That is the question that everyone in West Ham fans has to ask. However, this game is going to be a big game and it's important for both managers. It is something that they absolutely have to get right, both of them. And I say this out of desperation because I am a United fan. Both teams need to absolutely get a win. A draw is not suffice, will not suffice to the fans. A draw would not be enough to calm the noise. A draw would not be enough to secure your job for another day. A draw would absolutely be horrific. Now to talk about Manchester United. Manchester United Manchester United's manager, Eric Ten Hag, came out today and spoke about how bad Manchester United's injury crisis have been. This is 3 years in a row Manchester United have had so much injuries that we had to actually bring an extra bed into the doctor's office to tell you how bad it is. It is full to the brim. It is the guy on TikTok saying, "Bring me up." That's how full Manchester United has been under Erik Ten Hag and under this new medical team, and it has just been problematic. So Erik Ten Hag comes out today and says, "Hey, look, it is just like you trying to swim with your hands tied behind your back," and I 100% agree. However, I do not want to talk about the injuries. We have big enough of a squad to be able to put a team to win West Ham. Yes, Manchester United do not have Mason Mount. United do not have um, Luke Shaw, Kobe Mainu, Terrell Malacia. We are looking at Johnny Evans now that picked up a knock. So many players. Now Anthony that picked up a knock also. So we're looking at 6 players already that are out due to injury, and some of them could be long-term injury, as it was reported that Anthony had an ankle sprain. So usually that could take 3 to 4 weeks before he's able to actually play football again. However, I'll keep you guys updated if anything comes out on that one about the duration of Anthony's injury. Now let's talk about how Manchester United can defeat West Ham. Like I said, West Ham are a team that do not have the identity that I expected them to have so far. However, this is the start of the season and this is Lopetegui's first season. So I am a little bit perplexed on how to talk about how we defeat West Ham, just because I do not know how they're actually going to come out. Last, before the international break, we saw them defeat, I think it's Brentford. We saw them defeat a team 4-0, but then they face Tottenham and get beat 4-0. I be 4-1. This is a problem. This is something that they need to fix, and it is such a high peak and valley that it's not a Lopetegui's team yet. And that is my problem. That is why I'm finding it hard to say this is what is going to happen. This is what is going to happen. However, I still believe that the battle between the flanks for Manchester United will determine whether we win this game or whether we draw or we lose. The flanks for Manchester United are very important. How we tend to play has a lot to do with the flanks for Manchester United. That is Rashford. That is Garnacho. That is hopefully Amad Diallo. Those 3 players are so important to how Manchester United want to play that it is crucial that they win their battles. And when I say this, it basically juxtaposes what I want to talk about next. I am going to be giving you my starting 11 right now, and that starting 11 would have some changes and would have some tweaks, and I will tell you the reason why in a second. My starting 11 is going to start with Andre Onana, Nusel Mazarawi in the right back position, and wait, I am going to explain to you why I chose to do that. Martinez in the centre back position because he is better as a centre back than a left back. Matthias de Ligt, Diego Dalot as the left back position. Casemiro is going to be coming in because I know Erik Ten Hag has already seen how well Ugarte did against against Fenerbahce, but I don't think Ten Hag is ready to put him back into back-to-back games. We are going to be seeing Eriksen, who has been so far our player of the season based on what he has done this season, and then we will see Bruno in the midfield because he comes right back in. And then we are going to go with Marcus Rashford on the left hand side. Yes, Marcus Rashford played against Brentford on the right and against Fenerbahce on the right, and he actually played one of his best games I have seen so far. Because he was on the right foot or the right flank, it forced him to actually cross. It forces him to actually play with his head up because and to actually look for a man instead of trying to shoot every time. However, Marcus Rashford is going to be facing Aaron Bissaka. Aaron Bissaka is on a permanent transfer, so we do not have a case of he is not going to play against Manchester United. He is going to play. And Marcus Rashford has the skill, has the ability to beat a man way, way better than Garnacho. Garnacho is a skillful player, he's explosive. However, his dribbles are very, very far in behind. When it comes to Rashford, that is his forte. Rashford can beat a player, especially when he tries it in the first 2 minutes and he gets it going. The moment he gets it going, he's like Klay Thompson that can make 10 out of 10 3-point shots immediately in the second half or in the third quarter. So, in that case, I'm going with Marcus Rashford in the left wing position. And then in the right, I am going to go with Amad Diallo. This is a game that we need a little bit of flair. We need a little bit of ability to actually hold the ball and find in niche passes, find in passes behind the line, finding passes that would absolutely break the lines because they have a good defense, because Todibo is actually in that defense and is a lethal defender. I need Amad Diallo to be one person to start. Not also because Amad Diallo looks angry at his game time so far, but because Amad Diallo's Amad Diallo's what do you call it, decision making is second to none in that front line. His decision making is second to none. Sometimes it's even better than Bruno Fernandes. That's how well Amad Diallo can be for Manchester United. And then to finally top off the game, I am going to go with Rasmus Højlund. I believe that is why Rasmus Højlund did not start against Fenerbahce, because he was being rested for the West Ham game. And so what would be a beautiful day where the first 10 minutes, the first 20 minutes, Rasmus Højlund dinks the goalkeeper and actually busts their bubble with a goal in the first 25. That would be beautiful. That will be beautiful. And that is how I believe we need to play this game. Now, why did I move Dalot back to the left back position? I believe Dalot is in his best position at the right back because he's using his stronger foot. He has the ability to create the angles that he wants to create, and he has an uncanny ability to be lost in the game, but then find himself right in front of the goalkeeper in a one-on-one situation. However, Diego Dalot and Marcus Rashford have something that I saw these two games that impressed me. And in that case, I wanted them to keep on the same trajectory. Now I know it's in a different position, and Diego Dalot will be using different angles. His weaker spot will be lesser than, or will be in a different angle now. However, I think that will be the right decision to make. My prediction for this game is going to be 2-0 Manchester United. I think Manchester United have everything it takes to win this game comfortably. West Ham are in a bad spot. They do not have their best player in Mohamed Kudus. And I think Manchester United this is a need to capitalize on that situation. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I will see you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys join in the watch along. I'll see you guys there. Peace.